Okay, so anyway, apparently it shut off because we didn't have sun for so long. Sorry about that. Anyway, let me see if we can even get the sun back anymore. It may be behind the house for good now. Yep, so apparently, due to my missteps in internet broadcasting, we may have missed the sun. But we'll see in a minute. Depends on which way it goes when it clears this house. Thanks. Hang out, toolbox. Done. Okay. Anyway, if anybody's watching or listening, I'm waiting for the sun to clear that one tree. As you can see, the sky is totally cleared up now, right about the time it went behind the house. So, anyway, I'm in the chat room if anybody cares. And there we are. All right. I'm gonna move this thing back a little bit. That's like moving the entire mount and everything about 12 feet down the driveway. See how that works out. That's got disaster written all over it. All right. Take this out. Okay. Pull this off. Okay, so I just moved everything over about 12 feet. Got it all realigned. Thank goodness for the JMI wheelie bar. And now we're the clouds to clear enough so I can see something. The tremendous effort to do that shall go wholly unrewarded, I'm sure. All right, let's see. Let's see if we got anything. Give me a minute and we'll see what we got. This is my Astrophysics hand controller. Flopping all over the place. And my high node guider panel. The bad thing about this AP controller is that you can't see it in the daytime, but everything else is fantastic about this mount. Let's see what this does. All right, so I got one viewer at least. That's good. Appreciate you putting up with all this mess. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. There's something. Look at that. AP 1200 maintained perfect alignment throughout the entire move. That is awesome. Kevin Legore, if you're watching this, you know. Oh. All right. Oh, here comes another cloud. All right, just a second. See? All right. Back up. Okay. So got here. I'll just pull this thing out, see if we got enough in focus for a focal reducer to get the full. Ooh, look at that. We can focus with a focal reducer. Awesome. All right. Let me turn this down some. Okay. I'll try to focus it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Awesome. Just awesome. All right. I'll do some magic adjusting here. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. I had for the first try with this scope. Alright, let's do this guide. Take a recording. Alright, cool. I'm gonna text message Brian Stevens right now. I'm gonna mute you guys for just a second. I should tell you, Brian Stevens is totally overwhelmed. So much so he didn't even reply back. Let's see what we got here. It's a little bit unevenly illuminated, but I can work on that. Like so. Looking at me like I'm nuts. See how I drive away with all this. Oh yeah, that is a beautiful image. Let's go up on the. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that image. That is awesome. All right, let me. I got my shade on. I can see the screen. All right, those you were now. Both back away. And if anyone noticed, it stayed perfectly. Oh, that's as far in though. That's I can even see the spicule there with. Yeah, this is the what it sounds like when somebody looks at their scope for the first time. This is sort of high gamma, but this is the way I keep it when I'm recording because I can process it down with Photoshop. And as you can see, you got a couple clouds going through. And for those that just joined us, this is a Lunt LS152 double stacked hydrogen alpha telescope. Notice the spicule layer on the edge of the disc, shooting with a focal reducer, which is what's even more incredible. A crappy focal reducer. Sorry about that. My headphones keep falling off because I have a bald head. All right, here we go. Go ahead and record some of that. I am monitoring the chat room on here. I'm going to change over to just sharing this image only without the desktop so you can see more. Hey, that's me. Let's see here. Just share the actual live feed from the camera instead of me so you can see it better. I'm using a Point Grey Grasshopper 5 megapixel camera on a 17-inch MacBook Pro through a Lunt LS152 double stacked scope on an AP 1200 mount, side by side with a Skywatcher Esprit Super Triplet. And I have the gamma turned a little bit high because that's the way I like to record, because I can go in afterwards in Photoshop and bring it back down to whatever I want. But it's important to record all the data. Man, that is beautiful. Here from the laptop, I can see a spicule layer, which is indicative of perfect tuning. It might not be visible on the feed here, but let's find out. There comes some clouds. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that view. All right, let's turn on the color and see if that goes out over the Google Plus feed. Yeah, except it's the wrong color. This is the false color feature on Astro IDC. I can choose whatever color I like. HALF color, however, it's very difficult to see, so I generally use something more in the orange or yellowish range that make it easy to see. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's a nice image. We'll stick with the yellow for now. I'm trying to find the link for the YouTube video so I can send it to my buddy Brian Stevens at lunch so you can see his work, handiwork. Let's find out. There we go. Oops. There it goes. Oh, what's the YouTube link? Links. All right, just gotta manually type it. There we go. PE. CSAUD. GQ. H. L. O. Okay. And here we go. So it's about the clouds again, but it's better than get this out of the way. Hmm. Kevin Gore says he's walking, trying to figure out how to get into the chat room. I wish I could help you, brother. I got just enough internet knowledge to fully destroy the solar platform and everything else. I'm glad you guys are doing this. This is LS152 double stack, imaging the sun through clouds, and I have the false color turned on right now. Don't worry, the clouds will appear in a second. So about this Astro Eye software, this is what I use in outreach, and the red pixels indicate oversaturated pixels in the camera. It has an auto exposure feature that tries to keep up with the clouds, but you know, really have trouble in really clouds like this. So everybody hang tight. And this is the view of me from the laptop. What to do? I'll wait until we get some more sun, and we'll go back to that. So this is what we're looking at. These are the skies in Atlanta. All right. I'll go back to the screen. This is the Lund Solar Systems LS152 double stack. Viewing through cloud, pretty thick clouds on an AP1200 mount. I'm using a Point Grey Grasshopper 5 megapixel camera and Astro IIDC software. This is going to be a little break in the clouds, which is coming shortly. We will mess around with the zoom, put on a 5x Barlow or something like that, see what we can get. Or maybe take the focal reducer off, at least the native focal length. This is using a 0.5x focal reducer. And I have false color applied by Astro IIDC. I'll turn that off so you can see the raw data. There you go. This is what's actually coming through the monochrome camera. And it's a pretty darn good image for shooting through clouds. Look at that cloud. That's mean looking. And it were just fun day, something to do, something to look at while you're messing around. It's 3:36 p.m. here in Atlanta. Some of you are at lunch on the West Coast. They guys at lunch are always at lunch, so they're probably watching. And these background noises from the city of Atlanta, Midtown Atlanta. My neighbor back out of his driveway. Here comes a big little truck, crank up red truck. I'll turn off the saturated pixels. There you go. Now we should be getting a really long blue clear patch here shortly. I'm going to mute everybody until it comes back in. All right, let's see what we can do now that we have a blue sky for once. Just riding the rooftop, so I'm afraid it's going to go behind the stinking rooftop. Apparently, I didn't slide it down last time, far enough last time, but we'll see. I'm going to get one movie out of this setup if it kills me. About half an hour ago, I had to turn the Google Plus Hangout off and roll the entire mount and everything else about 15 feet down the driveway so I could clear the rooftop. Let's try that. And more clouds. I'm shooting through a layer of clouds that gets thinner and darker. I'm pretty happy with the view. All right. Yes, that little black area above is the roof line. Once again, man, it's going to skim the roof for the next 30 minutes or so. I just love astronomy. That was my neighbor pulling in. I had to get out of the way. All right, we're going to do this again tomorrow then. Appreciate everybody watching, and adios.